Good morning. Festive celebrations, drive-through lights, enchanted Minnetrista walks, and orchestra performances where you can take part in holiday fun this weekend.
Plus, Cardinal Weather looks back on a semester of memories. We'll share our favorite memories from this semester and some highlights from this year's show.
And warm weekend. Our weather team is tracking above average temperatures for December, how long the mild temperatures will last, and when they'll give way to winter. Get the coffee ready and open up those eyes. You're waking up with Cardinal Weather.
From Ball State Unified Media, you're waking up with Cardinal Weather, live from the Ball State Weather Center.
Good Friday morning to you. You're waking up with Cardinal Weather. I'm Alex Almanza.
And I'm Libby Kleinmeyer.
And we have some great news to share with you on this Friday morning.
Yes.
Tomorrow is the pick day of the week, which means it's probably time to do that last minute fall raking.
Right, the one that you've been putting off for so long. And it doesn't even feel like winter. You walk outside and it's like, it's warm. What's going on? So hopefully we get some of that snow, winter temperatures, because it's December now, first Friday, December. We're all decorated for Christmas. You know, it's fun.
Right, for sure. Hope Kleisch has the latest on our local weather here. Hope, how's it going?
Yeah, guys, you're going to have to hold off on that winter weather until next week, although it is a little bit on the cooler side right now. We're at 33 here in Muncie, even below freezing up in Kokomo. They're at 31 degrees, but down in Bloomington, they're sitting at 40 degrees right now. An average for this time of year is actually near 46, so here in the morning, we're near the average for this time of year. Looking at the 24-hour temperature change, we are a little bit cooler than what we saw yesterday. About 18 degrees colder here in Muncie, 17 degrees colder up in Kokomo, only 8 degrees colder down in Indianapolis. But as you guys mentioned, it is a mild start to December, and we will sit on the mild side today as we warm up quite nicely to 54 degrees by 4 p.m. Even around your lunchtime hour, we're sitting at 50 degrees, so a beautiful day to get outside. And as for the radar right now, we are on the dry side. There are some rain showers and snow showers up to our north, but here in our viewing area, we are on the dry side as for right now, and we will be dry and mild for the next few days, and I'll be tracking that along with a wet start of next week and those winter-like temperatures going into the start of next week. I'll have all of this and more in my full forecast.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hope. Now, Ball State will hold its Holiday Arts and Culture Night tomorrow. It kicks off at 6 o'clock. You can walk through Christie Woods and look at Christmas lights while listening to Ladies' Choice a cappella.
The David Osley Museum of Art will also be joining in the holiday festivities. They'll hold an open house during the event. The Maryland K. Glick Center for Glass will also hold glass demonstrations and a glass sale throughout the evening. You can also catch the Muncie Symphony Orchestra's Holiday Pops concert. That will be in the Emmons Auditorium at 7:30.
And moving from one holiday activity to the next, the holidays at Gresham Light Show will be open this weekend. The drive-thru exhibit features over 100,000 lights. The event will be open from 6 to 9 o'clock tonight, Saturday and Sunday. The light show is at 3620 West White River Boulevard. It is a free event, but no donations are accepted. You can also bring a letter to drop off in Santa's mailbox. The Gresham Light Show will be open every weekend until December 26th.
And Minnetrista's annual holiday event begins today. The Enchanted Luminaria Walk will start tonight at 5 o'clock. Here's some video from last year's event. You can see it right there on your screen. The Minnetrista campus will be lit up with holiday lights. There'll also be winter crafts for kids and sweet treats available. You can also drink hot chocolate or their signature Minnetrista cider, which sounds very good. Or you can start on your Christmas shopping at the Orchard Shop. The Luminaria Walk is free and open to the community. It will be open from 5 to 9 today and tomorrow. It may be warm this week, but cool temperatures are on the way.
Yes, and to help fight the cold, several community warming centers are open in Muncie. Those areas you can go inside and warm up when temperatures drop below 20 degrees. There are a couple warming centers open Monday through Friday. You can find those at the Center Township Trustee Office on 1200 Main Street, the Muncie Hub on 318 West 8th Street, and the Salvation Army on 1015 North Wheeling Avenue.
There are also several overnight emergency shelters. Those are located at the Muncie Mission on Liberty Street, the YWCA on Charles Street, and the Christian Ministries Sleeping Room on Main Street. All of those shelters have different intake hours. You can find more information on their websites.
And with those cooler temperatures arriving fairly soon, we're going to see more winter weather and potentially even severe winter weather.
But how exactly do meteorologists forecast severe weather events? Well, Ryan Hill is here this morning breaking down the science behind forecasting.
Well, a very festive good morning to you, Cardinals, and everywhere around the land. I am weather forecaster Ryan Hill, and it's great to be grabbing the coffee and opening up the eyes with you one final time this semester. Well, we're in December, which is what we call meteorological winter. But sometimes, especially in the last 5-6 years, the weather has thrown a curveball at us. When we expect snow, when we expect wintry conditions, sometimes we get a little bit of different stuff. Like today, for instance, we're looking at highs near or above 60 degrees. So we can get a little bit of everything, especially here in the great Midwest. And especially in Indiana, I can recall one time where in December, like say of 2015, there was a time where we actually had tornadoes touching down in the northeast metro of Indianapolis, in Noblesville. So today, as we have something coming up ahead in a little bit that talks a little bit more about severe weather, we figured it's good as time as any to keep fresh about it and break down the science of severe weather forecasting. Well, here at Cardinal Weather, we spell severe weather S-L-I-M. No, of course it's spelled a little differently up here. But this is an acronym or a word made up of a word made up of smaller words, rather, that gives us an ability to easily remember different things. This is specifically severe weather dynamics, the ingredients, the cookbook of severe weather. So the first we're talking about today is shear. So you've got a difference of wind direction with height that occurs in the lower part of the storm, and that's something to do with if you're trying to form up rotation in the storm, and that sometimes leads to tornadoes, not all the time though. But it's also something to do with the changing of wind speed with height. Talk about the top of a thunderstorm. Sometimes you get some really strong winds aloft, and that helps separate the updraft or rising warm air from the downdraft, which would be illustrated right over here. You've got that downdraft associated with your cold front that's moving in here. That is your source of L, lift. And lift is important to help create the dynamics that shape up this beautiful thunderstorm cloud like this one right here. But we definitely need instability, which is the ability for the sun to heat the earth and heat that warm, moist air mass to the point where it bubbles up in these form. So that's this right here. But certainly moisture is key, because you need all of that first for a thunderstorm cloud to form. For that thunderstorm to really, you need to have the full atmosphere all filled up with moisture in order to lift that, condense that, and form that tall cloud that we look for when we're looking for thunderstorms. Newsroom, Ryan Hill, waking up with Cardinal Weather. Libby, Alex, over to you guys.
Awesome, Ryan. A lot of meteorologists and weather enthusiasts who forecast severe weather attended a convention here in Indiana recently.
And Ryan Hill's back, and several others attended the Ball State students attended. Ryan, tell us more about that convention.
Well, it was really fascinating. You might recognize some of the faces that were at this conference in one of the establishing shots in this coming up just a little bit. But Hope, Ryan Crump, and this Ryan here, the other Ryan, we were able to meet meteorologists like famous storm chaser Reed Timmer, and take a look at this picture.
The Indiana Storm Chasers Convention was postponed last year due to COVID-19, but this year they took Hendricks County by storm. Over 20 Ball State students attended the 10th anniversary of the convention this month. The two-day event featured several meteorologists, storm chasers, and media professionals. They shared educational tips for weather forecasting and storm chasing stories to aspiring meteorologists and weather enthusiasts alike. One of Waking Up with Cardinal Weather's very own alumni spoke at the convention. Liz Braden reminded attendees that with severe weather, there are many things weather forecasters need to look at.
Just making sure you have that game plan, and then forecast-wise, it's a big part of if you have storms coming in, seeing what those storms are doing off to the states that are slowly starting to come through. Is it all messy? Is it all slowly starting to organize coming into our area? And seeing what the environment is with warning of severe weather.
Meteorologist Brian Wilkes was also at the event. He spoke at the first ever Indiana Storm Chasers Convention 10 years ago. Back then, only 15 people attended the convention.
This year, more than 200 people attended. In Muncie, Ryan Hill, Waking Up with Cardinal Weather.
Well, it sounds like you had plenty of fun. Thank you, Ryan. Just ahead, COVID-19 is on the rise across the state of Indiana, how hospitals are responding.
Plus, the proposal that could have ended Indiana's state of emergency. We'll put it on hold this week. That's after your weather now. Welcome back. The current time is 8:14, and you're taking a live look outside of the beautiful campus today. The sun is rising. It's gorgeous. That warm weather is on the way, so it's cold weather. It's going to be great.
For sure, but we want to talk about your COVID headlines. Medical experts in Indiana are pleading for more people to get vaccinated. That comes as the Hoosier State faces a new surge of infections and hospitalizations. Top medical groups warned this week that the majority of hospitalized COVID-19 patients are unvaccinated. They say hospitals are facing stress as they care for a growing number of critically ill patients who are staying in the hospital for longer.
Yes, now in the last month there have been more than 6,000 COVID cases just here in Indiana. Cases have been on the rise in Delaware County according to the Delaware County Health Department. The rate of positive tests in the county is 13.6%.
This week the state legislature was scheduled to meet to vote on the proposal. That included administrative actions the governor could take to end the state's public health emergency. That vote was called off after objections from medical and business group, over provisions that would force broad exemptions from workplace vaccination requirements.
And moving over here, many college students are reaching the point where medical experts recommend getting a COVID-19 booster shot. According to the CDC, immunity from coronavirus vaccinations gets weaker over time. That's why the organization recommends everyone over 18 should get their booster now. Dr. Anthony Fauci said Thursday that with the holidays coming up, boosters should be a top priority.
You have a vaccinated situation, your family's vaccinated, enjoy the holidays indoor with your family in a family setting. Many of us will have to travel during the holidays. What you do when you travel, you take care, you're prudent.
Several clinics offering COVID-19 booster shots for free across Delaware County, including one here at Ball State located in the Health Professions Building on Riverside Avenue. To schedule an appointment, go to ourshot.in.gov.
Traveling expected to rise with the holiday season, and with President Joe Biden's newly announced plan to help fight a possible winter COVID surge of COVID-19, there are new rules for international travel. Under the plan, International travelers will be required to have a COVID test within 1 day of departure. The plan is expected to take flight Monday. The White House says the new rule applies to every traveler, regardless of their vaccination status. Passengers at Los Angeles International expressed concerns that the new requirements could make traveling impractical.
Flight yesterday, because of her test, came back inconclusive, and now we just missed another flight today because my test is now 24 hours old when I'm supposed to be flying within a 72-hour window.
This comes after several confirmed cases of the new Omicron COVID-19 variant. President Biden also announced Thursday that the federal mask mandate in airports, planes, and other forms of public transportation has been extended through March 18th. And as we start to cool down with the temperatures up next week, Ryan, is the rest of the country going to see that?
Well, yes, the rest of the country is going to see a cool down. But there's one area you might not expect to see snow and blizzard. I'll get to that in just a moment. But first, we're going to get to these temperatures. You're going to see that we're slightly above normal for this time of the year. And most areas, right now, it doesn't look like it because you see we're covering in a lot of blue. But right here, you're going to see the current temperatures right now. It's 46 degrees in Kansas City, 35 in Minneapolis. Billings is at 33 degrees. And Las Vegas is at 49 degrees at this hour. Now looking at today's highs, you're going to see that we are going to be at 61 degrees in Kansas City, 41 in Minneapolis, 78, that's where I want to be in Dallas, and you see 74 in Las Vegas. And look at these watches and warnings. The watches and warnings, and we got some here in parts of Wisconsin, over here in Minnesota, and also in parts of North Dakota. We are seeing frost advisory. We also see some winter storm watches and warnings here in Montana, and we also see some wind watches over here in Montana as well. I'm going to move a little bit further west, and we're going to see we're going to also have some air quality alerts for Idaho and parts of Oregon, and of course some coastal wind warnings as well. Now we'll move a little bit further south. You're going to see that we have some dense frost advisories pretty much just east of San Francisco, and we also have some frost as well off of the, just off the coast as well, some flood warnings as well. And let's go take a look at the south. We're going to see that we have some winter weather. Not winter weather, but we have some dense fog advisories pretty much all the way from Brownsville, Corpus Christi, Texas, all the way to Tampa and here. But the biggest surprise here I wanted to bring to y'all is a blizzard. And look where this blizzard is going to be at. We're talking about Hawaii. Yes, all places Hawaii. Now, Hawaii does see some blizzards, but Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa are pretty much the areas that are experiencing this blizzard warning. Now, they're not going to see a whole lot of snow in the cases. This is the Big Island Summit, but they're going to see more so the powerful winds. Winds could be in excess of 100, yes, you heard me right, 100 miles an hour. This is pretty much because of a kind of low. A kind of low pretty much is an area that is wind that brings moisture from the south, and they typically see these type of storms every single year. But this is really unusual for them for this time of the year to see winds this powerful. Now they're only going to see about 4 inches of snow, but this is actually amazing because they don't typically see snowstorms in this magnitude like this. Now let's go back here a little bit closer to home back in Texas. As you see here for the Colts and Texans game, they're going to be pretty warm here, 79 degrees at game time. And as we go through the day, you're going to see it's going to go down to 77. They will see a high of 80 degrees as well as you go through here. And you're going to see those temperatures as we go through the day are going to be pretty warm throughout the south. I mean tomorrow, but not today. They're going to be pretty warm as we go throughout the day, 77 degrees. But is that amazing there? Hawaii seeing blizzards. I know they see snow from time to time, but they don't see blizzards like that. And Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, my goodness, 100-mile-an-hour winds. That's going to do some serious damage to whatever is over there.
I know. That's crazy. That's the talk this morning that we've all been talking about. Hawaii, of all the places you think, oh, Hawaii, the warmest, the pretty state. But
probably not a good time to plan a travel vacation.
Right. Stay home for the holidays this year.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right.
And in just a moment, the top news headlines from this week.
Plus, we take a look at what weather you can expect this weekend. That's after a message from Mitz. We'll be back in just seconds.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
Welcome back. The current time is 8:21. Charges filed, Facebook testimony, and a dodged government shutdown.
Let's take a look at this week's News Minute. 4 people were killed and several were injured after a shooting at a Michigan high school this week. Officials say a 15-year-old male student opened fire at Oxford High School Tuesday. He was charged as an adult with 4 counts of first-degree murder and terrorism. His lawyer entered a plea of not guilty at an arraignment on Wednesday.
They can change the name of the company, but unless they change the products, they will continue to damage the health and safety of our communities and threaten the integrity of our democracies.
Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen returned to Capitol Hill this week to testify before House lawmakers. The former Facebook employee came forward earlier this fall. She released internal documents that she says show Facebook knew about harms it posed to society and ignored them because of its obsession with profit. Haugen called on lawmakers to consult with human rights experts and to view social media regulations as a national security issue.
Glad that in the end, cooler heads prevailed. The government will stay open.
Keeping things on Capitol Hill, Congress dodged a government shutdown Thursday evening after both chambers passed a stopgap bill to extend funding through mid-February. The Senate passed the bill 69-28 earlier Thursday. The House passed a continuing resolution for the short-term funding. It now goes to President Biden, who's expected to sign it. The bill's passage came ahead of a Friday deadline and ended a standoff that threatened to trigger a shutdown. Congress now has more time to work out a long-term funding plan for the full fiscal year.
And as mild temperatures start to creep in tomorrow, and I know I'm going to be taking a walk.
Yes.
Would we call it sweater weather?
Not quite. I mean, it's a little bit on the cooler side. You know, we're not reaching 60 quite yet. We're in the 50s, even 40s tomorrow. But then going into next week, we'll start to see those winter-like temperatures, unfortunately. We are a little bit cooler than what we saw yesterday. We're about 15 degrees colder here in Muncie. And our temperatures are hovering on the cooler side this morning. About 18 degrees colder here in Muncie, 17 degrees colder up in Kokomo, 8 degrees colder down in Indianapolis. As for right now, we're sitting across the board in the 30s, 33 degrees here in Muncie, 39 in Indianapolis, even reaching 40 degrees right now in Bloomington. And as we look at the radar, we are remaining dry. There's a few rain showers and snow showers up to our north, but our viewing area is dry for the time being. And as we span out, we can see the full take of those rain and snow showers up to the north and northern parts of Indiana and then going up to Michigan. We won't be experiencing those rain showers for a while, but then on Sunday is when we start to see those rain showers roll into the area. Around 2 p.m., we start to see some scattered showers off to our east and southern parts of our viewing area. But then here comes the full thing of the rain showers around 4:30 on Sunday. We have a heavier band of rain showers here in Muncie around that time, and then some heavier pockets of rain showers off to our east, and then they will roll through the area throughout the evening. But around 9 p.m. is when we have a greater chance of seeing those heavy pockets of rain showers across most of the viewing area, and then those rain showers will start to push off eastward by early Monday morning. We will still have a few scattered showers throughout the overnight hours and going into early Monday morning, but by Monday afternoon, all of those rain showers will push off to the east, leaving behind a mostly cloudy day on Monday. As for today, a beautiful day is in store as we reach a high of 55 degrees under sunny skies. Those winds coming from the west-northwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So a great day to get outside if you want to go for a walk or have a picnic for today. And tomorrow is even a great day as well as we reach a high of 47 degrees under partly sunny skies. Again, those winds on the calm side coming out of the northwest around 5 miles per hour. So a great day to go rake some leaves or put up some last-minute holiday decorations outside. And tonight is the Luminaria Walk, and a great night to be outside. That goes from Friday and Saturday night, 2 beautiful evenings to get outside under mostly clear skies for both days, and temperatures hovering in 36 degrees tonight and then 31 degrees tomorrow night. So a little bit on the cooler side, so you definitely want to bundle up, but still a beautiful night to get outside. And Christmas is just around the corner. About 22 days away is the first day, or is Christmas. And so a beautiful time to get outside as those winter temperatures are coming into the picture starting next week. But as for right now, we sit on the mild side on Friday, and even on Saturday we're still a little bit above average. And then on Sunday we are above average, but those rain showers start to roll into the picture, and then having plenty of rain chances going into the start of next week along with winter temperatures.
Right. And we were just talking that, it's crazy how the first week of December is a little warmer than usual.
Yeah, I know. I have my Christmas decorations up. We have them up here, and now I just want that temperature. I don't feel like it's quite like the holiday season yet. You know what I mean? It's just like, I want the snow. I don't know if I sound crazy, but I want
Christmas.
I like Christmas, and I want the snow.
Thank you, Hope. In just a few moments, a new pet is up for adoption. We'll introduce you to June.
The Cardinal weather staff looks back at this semester, and that's after your weather now.
From the heart of Ball State to the heart of your community, NewsLink Indiana brings you local and state news you care about. We pride ourselves with giving you the most reliable news coverage, stories that affect you, linking you to the community each night on air and online. NewsLink Indiana, bringing news to the heart of your community.
Welcome back. This week on our Adopt-A-Paw segment, we're highlighting our last pet of the semester. This week, we have the pleasure of meeting June, and from what MACS is telling me, she is the absolute sweetest. Come on.
Look at her.
She is so cute. June is 3 years old and loves hanging out with her human companion. She is dog selective and is great on a leash. June has been at the shelter for about 3 months now, so she's just waiting for the perfect family to come by and make her a lifelong companion. Of course, if you're interested in adopting June or any other pet, you can head over to the MACS website at cityofmuncie.com.
And joining us this morning, we have a member of the Cardinal Weather team who has made a huge impact on the program over the many years.
Head of production Lindsay Kendall is joining us for this morning for her last Cardinal Weather morning show before she graduates. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you doing?
Good morning, guys. This is weird. I don't normally come on camera, so I don't know what to do here. This isn't my forte.
No, and we were talking yesterday during our last NewsLink show. She's the backbone of everything that goes on during the newscasts. I think I even put it, she keeps the newsroom from going ablaze.
She's the queen of the control room. She always knows what to do. She's always there, and she helps you with anything and always there to talk.
Right, and we're going to miss you, of course.
So much.
We can't wait to see what you do at Wish TV, and hopefully that you continue to inspire continuing production managers.
Yes, you guys have been really amazing. It's been fantastic to just work with everybody and teach the future generation of production members. I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for those who taught me, like Emily Poe and Amelia Talar. Like, they are the reason that I am here today and working at Wish TV, doing my dream job, directing in Indianapolis. So I'm very lucky and I'm very thankful, and this program is truly incredible. And I cannot wait to see what you guys do in your guys' future. I love all of you very much.
Thank you. And
We
we're,
love
of course,
you so much.
We're lucky to have you. And again, we cannot wait to see what you bring us in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lindsay. And moving on to some Panera is expecting some new holiday classic traditions with their cups.
That's right. Panera is embracing one of the classic holiday traditions, ugly sweaters.
The bakery chain is releasing 4 ugly cups for this season. They feature misspelled reindeer, a deformed gingerbread man, a badly drawn snowflakes, And Panera teamed up with a viral TikTok designer to create the cups. You can purchase the reusable cups at Panera restaurants or enter to win some for free at PaneraUglyHolidayCups.com.
Bit of a tongue twister there.
It is. It is a big oh my goodness, whatever. Now moving from one holiday tradition to another, holiday movies. I love Christmas movies. I can watch them all the time. My favorite is probably National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I was about to say that.
Yes.
I think you read my mind there. But fans of the one holiday movie have a shot at a special experience. The house from Home Alone will be rented out through Airbnb for one night only this month. The company says it will open booking for the Chicago area home on December 7th, and it will only cost you, get this, $25 for the one-night stay, but only one lucky person will be able to book the experience. The stay is scheduled for December 12th, and you are definitely going to see me sitting there waiting on December 7th to click that purchase button.
That is so cool. It's a classic holiday movie. I watched it over Thanksgiving. Like you can't even watch it over like Christmas. You can watch it anytime.
No.
That'd be so cool to stay in that house, be like Kevin, and just do all the
Decorate
iconic
the Christmas
scenes.
tree.
Yes. Awesome.
Right.
So cool. Now moving on, trees. Decorating the Christmas tree, like you said. We did a poll on Instagram for those who celebrate Christmas, is choosing whether you decorate a tree or not even put up a tree.
Right, real trees versus fake trees. In our question of the week, we put out a poll on Instagram to ask how you like to decorate for the holiday season. And as we take a look, of course, do you have a real tree or fake Christmas tree? As we open the little gift here, only 19% of our viewers said they have a real Christmas tree. 81% said that they decorate with fake trees. I always find it a tradition to just go out with the family, pick one of the coolest trees. Maybe, mom wants a taller one, dad wants a wider one.
Get both.
Who knows?
I always get a real tree. It's always a tradition. We had it over Thanksgiving since we won't be home till later enough in December. I love getting the real Christmas tree. It always smells like Christmas at home. You walk in, you see it, you decorate it with all my ornaments from elementary school,
Right.
And it's amazing. I love it.
It smells nice.
Yes.
Well, the time has come, and it's going to look nice out there, is what we're hearing, right?
Yeah, nice for the next few days, but then, we're talking about these Christmas trees, and it's going to finally start to feel like winter going into the start of next week.
For sure. Yeah. I think we're all getting emotional here as our last show, but of course, today is the last Cardinal weather show of the year. We'll be back next year bringing you all the latest weather and health news.
But for now, we want to take a look back at the semester. Here are some of the favorite memories from the members of the Cardinal Weather staff.
This past semester of waking up with Cardinal Weather has been such a blast. My favorite memory was the homecoming show, as just being outside and getting the homecoming spirit up for the weekend. It was just so much fun, and then being out there with Charlie Cardinal that early in the morning was another additive to it. It was just an overall really good experience.
This semester there have been so many great memories during Cardinal Weather. I love waking up on Friday mornings, believe it or not. My favorite story that I've talked about was actually talking about the koala bears. I love koala bears, they're so cute. My lifelong goal is to hug one in Australia and go and see them because they're the cutest things ever.
My memorable moment in waking up with Cardinal Weather was when we was doing the homecoming show where I was bantering at the desk for the first time since I've had a live show, giving the viewers the weather forecast for the football game and all the homecoming events that were going around campus.
My favorite moment about waking up with Cardinal Weather would be my first time forecasting. I forecasted the national weather. I was really nervous. I was kind of hesitant to actually sign up, but I'm glad I did because it allowed me to get a taste of what forecasting was all about, and it gave me some confidence for later forecasting opportunities.
My favorite memory from this semester has just been the opportunity to work with so many amazing, talented people. Cardinal Weather has really given me the chance to do so many fun things and see all of the ideas that people have brought to life, and that's been amazing throughout the whole semester.
Gotta love it.
Oh man,
so many good memories here. I love it. I can't wait to come back next year. It's gonna be awesome.
And now is the time. The time has come. It is time for the final weather.
Yeah.
What does it look like out there?
Mild conditions hang around, but then going into fall break, we'll start to finally, or winter break, sorry, rather.
Right.
We'll start to finally see those winter-like temperatures into the start of next week. We could even see some snow flurries mixed in with some rain showers, and overall just a final few days here on campus until those winter-like temperatures start to come around.
Can't wait for those.
Awesome.
Well, that's all that's all this morning for Cardinal Weather. I'm already getting.
It's too early.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
We'll see you next semester. Have a great rest of your Friday and a fantastic holiday season.